Good afternoon and welcome everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to Cat Ninjas. As a part of this series, we are trying to do some of the impactful topics from the DI at about 2ish in the afternoon, and Quant we are doing it roundly about 10. It is not every single day, yeah, but whenever it is possible, most of the days of the week. This is what we are trying to do out here. So today we will talk about Venn diagram for 4 parameters. Last year, two of the slots had Venn diagram for 4, right? I think the first slot and the last slot, there were 3 CAT slots, out of which the first had a Venn diagram and the last had a Venn diagram. So let's try and see with the 4 parameters, what are the complications involved, what are the challenges involved. Let's try and see them. That's what we will try and do today. We'll see, we'll take up a couple of sets, 1, 2, whatever is possible in the given allotted time. So we will try and work out and figure out some new nuances as we do them. So before that, give me a quick confirmation that the audio is clear. So you are able to hear me out clearly and you can exchange your greetings. We can do all of that and then we can proceed. Um, yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon. All looks good. Perfect. Right. Right. Sounds good. All right. Fine. That's good. That's good. So let's try this. So this is, I've not taken both the CAT sets. Rather, you can go back and try out both those CAT sets as a matter of practice. That would be better because that's all. Both the sets were on Venn diagram for 4. One you will find in CAT slot 1 question paper. The other one you find it in CAT slot 3 question paper. Okay, slot 1 and slot 3. Yeah, slot 2 had no Venn diagram. I guess it is the slot 1 and slot 3 which had the Venn diagram. And both of them were Venn diagram for 4. So you can take that as a practice and you can do that so that 2 sets from CAT would become a practice on this. Very simple. So I have taken on the model of the similar stuff. It's on the similar model, but maybe at this on par or maybe like 10% here and there plus or minus, whichever way that you feel. So that is what I have kind of taken this particular set. That is what we have done. All of you sit with the book and the pen and gear up for it. So meanwhile, I will quickly finish some of the quick announcements here. So Unacademy, as you all know, so let me introduce myself before that. So anybody new learners here? Yeah, I'm Belvi Srinivas. I worked in this test prep industry since 2007. That's about 14 years now. Yeah. And over a period of time, yes, I did expertise as to how to train the minds of the people, how to sharpen the skills with respect to QA DILR skills. This is what I have understood to train them efficiently. Yes, you want to interface with me quickly in the sense you want some suggestions or whatever. So you can always drop into this particular channel. And from here, you can kind of connect with me, right? Yeah. So as Mohit or somebody was mentioning, Keval was mentioning, so you are not able to text. I have asked them to give those permissions. So you would be able to text and you will be able to post things in the group as well. Right. Okay. Coming to the announcement. So you have Unacademy offers 2 kinds of subscriptions. One is a plus, the other one is a star. Star is not actually star, it is iconic subscription, we call it. Yeah. Uh, Plus classes come with all structured courses. So be it the course, be it the study material, be it the weekly test, everything comes live and much more, structured fashion. Not only this, you will also get something like notes. So on the go notes where you will have chapter wise notes with some colorful notes and then highlighted some important concepts are highlighted so that you can quickly revise them. Revision becomes much more easier. The summary and practice questions are also kind of available inside that. So that summaries, etc., will definitely help in. Definitely, they do help in quick revisions, basically, because so many concepts you learn as a part of CAT prep. Chances that so you might overlook some of them during your revision. Yeah, unless you made a proper notes of it, unless you recorded the things properly. If you have not made a proper notes of it, very highly likely chances that some of it might just go wasted because you didn't kind of revise it. You learned, but you didn't revise it. Therefore, notes making is very, very important. So especially when we know that it's a long journey and there are so many tiny, tiny concepts, be it VRC, be it LRDI, be it quantitative ability, so many tiny concepts that you may have to keep note of, which gives you the speed and the accuracy. That's important. Notes taking is very, very important. Yeah, so here comes then what about the iconic? Iconic gives you more one-to-one interfacing. It can be with respect to concept discussion, it can be doubts discussion, it can be test analysis discussion, right? It can be your study plan discussion. whatever is that, you can always book an appointment with one of your favorite mentors, and then you can speak to them and you can seek some guidance there. But that's what happens. All this comes with certain nominal subscription fees. So you have, these are the fees. Technically 6 months program may be good for 21 students, 22 students. This is 23 students, and all of this, if you use any of the educator codes, you will get 10% discount, flat discount on all these listed prices, whatever is listed on the iconic. As the iconic comes with a little bit expensive, it appears to be a bit premium because you can book as many one-to-ones there as a part of that study. So CAT 21 students, this is the most favored subscription for a simple reason that you might need a lot of one-to-one interactions as we go forward. Always keep that in mind, because everything that you write here after, what forms you fill and what forms you send to the B schools, every word becomes very, very important. You never know, interviewer picks up which particular word and start quizzing on that. We never know. So therefore, we need to be mindful when we send our profiles to the B schools. So all that requires certain amount of discussion. Have some mentors in place so that they will help you in all that proceedings. Yeah. So on all of this, you get 10% discount. But then today you have this special offer. So where on additional 10% discount is true only for today. That is 9th September. In the sense, technically you are getting 20% discount on all these offers, whatever is here. So it is not 10% for today, it would be 20%, right? Because of the educator code, you get 10%, and there is an additional 10% discount, which makes kind of 20% discount for today. That brings us to the end of announcements. Okay, who will have joined in meanwhile? So while I was announcing, okay, Gaurav has joined, Kishan, Vipul, Prashant, good guys. All right, welcome everybody, welcome. Okay, let's get started with the Venn diagram for 4. So before we start, so that you can, I will, even the reflection time can be used very well. So I will quickly remind you, Venn diagram for 4 will have, Venn diagram for 4 would have, this would have 2 raised to power 4, that is 16 regions. 16 regions. This is the most preferred and easy way of drawing it. This is not the only way of drawing it. This is the most preferred way of drawing it. So there are multiple ways. You can Google it. You can Google it. What are the different ways of representing a Venn diagram for 4? There are much fancy ways also, right? People arrange this in the form of a flower as well, likewise, right? So there are multiple ways in which kind of people present it. Nothing wrong, but from exam perspective, we need to always find that what is the simplest possible way to present this particular information. It's a 4 cylinders is the simplest possible way. One data comes in the first cylinder, the second data comes in the second cylinder, right? Third data comes in another cylinder, likewise. So fourth data comes in the fourth cylinder. Basically, there are 4 cylinders, so data is represented in terms of 4 cylinders, which accommodates all the conditions. What are the conditions? How many regions of 0 should be there? We already spoke about it. 4C 0, there should be one region. Assume that if this is the analysis of A, B, C, and D, this is none, which is equal to 0. This is what region 0 is. There will be one such particular region which is outside. Okay. So how many regions of 1 should be there? You need to have 4C1, which is outcome is 4. These are the regions of 1s. You need to have the pictorial diagram. I told you in the first lecture. Nevertheless, since we are practicing, I'm just bringing it back to it so that you capture this picture clearly once again, so that you will develop that speed in understanding. Okay, this is only C and this is only D, 4 regions. Okay, then how many regions of 2s would be there? It should be 4C2, which is equal to 6. Now this is a region of 2, which is AB. This is also a region of 2, which is CD. This is a region of 2 which comes under A and C. This is the region of 2 which comes under BC. This comes under BD, and this comes under AD. Right? So these are the 6 regions. All right. So there is a region of 3. How many regions of 3? That is 4C3, which is equal to 4. 4C3 is 4. So where are those? This is a region of 3, which is a part of ABC. This is also a region of 3, which is a part of BCD. This is the region of 3, which is a part of AB and D. Another region of 3, right? Another region of 3, which is a part of A, C, and D. And the middle one is nothing but the region of 4. There is one region of 4 which belongs to all 4 A, B, C, and D. Number of regions of 4 is of course 4C1, which is equal to 1. This is the breakup of this particular 16. 1 region, 4 region, 6 region, 4 region, and 1 region. That's how kind of our breakup looks like, right? Yeah. So you just have to need to have this photographic memory. Where are my region 1s? Where are my region 2s? Where are my region 3s? and where are my region 4s, right? So if you have that photographic memory quickly there, then you know that when you are trying to fill, you'll be able to quantify, or you will be able to identify the things little faster and better. Okay, fine. So this should give the things in perspective, and we are good for practice. Okay, Vipul, what is the question? What is the heast for quant? Okay, so heast for quant is something like a fest where there will be four people, eight in fact, 4 plus 4. All right, that is from 2 o'clock to night 10 o'clock, I guess, 2 to 10. So there will be first four people, and there will be another four people, starts at 2 o'clock. Every 1 hour, there will be a different speaker who comes and just illustrate some of the CAT level questions. They will take, I mean, in fact, previous year CAT questions. Previous year CAT questions, they will do it. I'm also one of the speakers in that. And my slot is at 4 p.m. tomorrow. At 4 p.m. I am one of the speakers, and I'll be speaking on algebra. Right? I'll be speaking on algebra. Maybe I will take up 1 or 2 concepts, and probably I will illustrate 2, 3, whatever is possible in that 1 hour time. 4 to 5 p.m. is my slot. Somebody comes at 2ish, somebody comes at 3ish, somebody comes at 4, somebody comes at 5, 6, and goes on. Right? So you can join in, and if you want to do, I think the complete schedule should be outlined and it should be available. I'm not sure. I know my schedule. My schedule is at 4 p.m. So I will also be a part of that particular group. East is kind of a festival. All right. So I may be taking 1 or 2 concepts from CAT perspective, 2, 3, whatever. Right? Yeah. So that's how it goes there. It's on the YouTube. It's on the same channel, Mohit. It would be on the same channel. This should be on the same channel. And I guess this is how the title should be. It should be Heast or something like that. Just check it out. Right? Yeah. I will ask them to put it in the group. I will share the link, etc. in the group if I get it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Sonakshi, that has been the idea, correct. So different people would be taking different things. Everybody is given 1 hour slot, kind of. So some of them would be taking it. The posters, etc., should be available somewhere. It should be there. Just figure that out. Yeah, figure that out. It should be there. So you will give schedule also should be known who will speak about what at what point in time, etc. Yeah. Okay. Great. I will speak for all. I always talk from the concept perspective. I will not speak generally from the question perspective, because questions is fine because it will never transform. A question is always an illustration of a particular concept. So therefore you can always take some questions and throw it out. Nobody learns anything out of that except solving that question. It is like giving a fish and asking somebody to eat, right? I always believe in teach fishing, right? Rather than giving a fish, that is an instant gratification. A lot of people feel happy the moment some fish is given. If, for example, somebody is a little hungry, which is the easy solution, somebody gives a fish for free, you will be very happy. But the point is what? It will not serve the life purpose. Instead, take somebody through the painful process, teach them fishing. They will serve themselves for their lifetime. You are there or not, they will serve themselves, right? So that's the whole idea there. That's a philosophy I technically believe in, right? So, but that is a little painful process. The instant gratification, yes, it is there, but that will never transform the mind. It never yields result because it will not change the structure of the brain, right? So everything we do, those who know the sciences, biology, technically zoology, a little bit about the brain, every time we learn, the brain shape alters, which means some neurons inside there, the thread generates and it alters. Unless that alteration happens in the brain with respect to that skill is not permanent. Skill is not permanent because brain cells die also. So the cell has to transform that knowledge to some other cell. So you know that every 7 years, none of the cell which was available 7 years back in the brain will be available again. Right? Every single cell in the brain would be dead in 7 years, something like that science. I don't remember exactly. Please Google it and find it out. I think it's a 7 year cycle, something like that. That's what science says. Every 7 years, not a single cell would remain, right? But the point is what? They will transfer it. So you will still remember your childhood days for a simple reason. That cell, before it dies, it will transfer it, or it will transfer it, will give a KT to some other cell. And then all it dies off. That's how it is, something like that. But the point is that structure will develop only provided you hammer that concept, you hammer that learning time and again. So once we give all it particular, one question is solved. You get that, but that is an instant gratification. Chemicals will be released. All right, before the transformation happens, there is a chemical which get released in the brain. We feel happy about that. That's a chemical, but the chemical will not still take that shape. That shape will take provided you go back, learn, you work it out on that, you struggle a little bit, you sweat it out a little bit, you cry out a little bit on that. That is when that shape comes there. The muscle doesn't get formed so easily. That's a point there. Fair enough. Anyway, that's a zoology what I spoke. That's a zoology what I spoke. You can think a little bit about that brain, how it works. If you understand, then you will train your brain in the right direction. Right? You will also train it in the right direction. Okay, all right. Oh, that RC was there in one of the mocks. Very good. Yeah, maybe. I didn't do that mock. This is something that I studied long time back, kind of I remember. Yeah. Any which ways, all right. So are we all ready? You are ready with your book and pen? You are all ready with your book and pen? Shall we try this set quickly? Shall we try this? Okay, all right. Yeah, after this, do cat two cat sets which came in cat 2020. Cat 2020 paper, you have two sets, one in the slot one in the slot three. Do that, it becomes a fantastic practice. Okay, I will open up. Maybe I will give about 4 minutes of time. So all questions are theta questions. All are theta questions. Yeah, I will give 4 minutes time here. Go through this. Now, this is how things look. Things may look a little longer. You will not be able to close it in 4 minutes. You need a lot of patience to close these sets. Yeah, nevertheless, at least 4 minutes, give a start and start identifying how you start matters. Yeah, go ahead. Everybody start, try it for about 4 minutes. I'm not saying that you will close it in 4 minutes, but if you're able to start well, that is half job done. Take 4 minutes. Venn diagram for four sets, of course, look longer. Check how do you start, get your starting position, and interpret statements rightly. I will answer that later, Sonakshi. I will come to you. Okay, let's do it together. Let's do it together. It's just a reflection time. Let's do it together because I already told you in 4 minutes we'll not be able to close it, right? Yeah. So let's do it together. Let me ask a couple of things here. Number one, Vipul. All right, Vipul, you are saying that this is tough. All right, I would rather say this is lengthy, right? So we need to substitute that word. It is not tough. Tough is different, lengthy is different. For example, let me explain. All right, now I live very close to IIM Bangalore, right? My place, my house is very, very close to IIM Bangalore. International airport is Bangalore International Airport. From there, if I want to fly to some other place from here, it's about 35, 40 kilometers from IIM Bangalore, right? I don't know exact distance, 35, 40. I traveled several times, but I don't remember. Should be 35 to 40 kilometers, roughly about that distance. And because of the bad traffic in Bangalore, generally, not now due to pandemic and after effects of it, otherwise due to bad traffic, it will take very long time. It is not tough. All right, it is not tough. So I'm just explaining what is long and tough, right? So it's a very long journey. Tough is very different. All it knows. So the tough is what? All it knows. The tough is, for example, if someone is, I also bit a little bit into the fitness, etc. I also try and work on my health, all that stuff. So it's not that okay, I'm a gym enthusiast or something, not about muscles, etc. Only the fitness point of view, right? Fitness point of view, because the fit body also resembles a fit mind. Basically, they go hand in hand. It doesn't mean that okay, an unfit body has unfit mind. No, I didn't mean that. Stephen Hawkins is the classic example of it. Nothing like that. So I'm saying that generally already these two go together, therefore a little bit of fitness. Now, just because I went to gym or something, some fellow said that okay, I will put you whatever is that bar and then I will put some discs around it, lift 90 kgs. That fellow is lifting some 90 kg weight lift he's doing. He said that deadlifts, you please deadlift 90 kg. I can't. My back won't support that. I'm not that strong, or my back is so strong that I will be able to spine. The back muscles are so strong that I will be able to lift 90 kgs because your back has to be strong. Otherwise, you will lose your backbone. All right, in the sense your backbone discs will skip. All right, they will slip here and there, and that leads to disaster. All right, that leads to a disaster. Now that's tough. So now you are asking me to lift 90 kgs? Tough. I will say that, man, this is tough. So that's going to be a tough. You are asking me to go to international airport? It is not tough. It is lengthy. It's a very lengthy process. I need to go all the way from IIM Bangalore to the international airport. Vipul, clear the tough and lengthy, that there is a difference. Are you clear about this? Don't brand things as tough, because tough is a very difficult word. Difficult, tough. No, don't feed your brain with difficult, tough. These are not the actual words. Yeah, some things are genuinely tough, you brand them as tough. Otherwise, simply brand them as lengthy and tedious. That's it. It is tedious. Some things are tedious, require a lot of patience. This particular set, whether I do it, you do it, we need a lot of patience. Sometimes all the patience is tested. That's what happens in CAT DILR sets. They literally test your patience. It is not the touch of a button, I will get my answer. Just like on our laptops and mobiles, you touch something, you check that, okay, the function has to change. All right, now something has to change. That is not going to happen. You have to pursue with it and you have to bring a change. To bring a change, you need to really exhibit that patience there. That's the meaning. Okay, one question answered. The reason is don't brand them tough in the brain, because your brain start responding to the tough, then the learning would stop. In the sense, confidence goes down. Lengthy, tedious are the right words. Some things are genuinely tough. I agree. Some things are genuinely tough. They are very few. They are very few. Okay, all right. Cable. Point G is unclear. We will see that. All right. If something is unclear in the statement, we'll come back to that. We will see. Sonakshi, the reflection time in exam. No, Sonakshi, there is no reflection time in the exam. Have you followed our DILR classics, Sonakshi? We have about dozen DILR classics before we got into this Venn diagram. We were doing the DILR classics. Were you there? Have you watched any of those videos, DILR classics? Are you there in the meeting? Yeah. So reflection time is not in CAT. Reflection time is I am giving it to you rather than calling it as a solving time. I will call it as a reflection time, because if I say solving time, I should give you guys 15 minutes for this. I should say that, hey guys, wait for 15 minutes, try it out for 50, because that's being fair from my side, right? If I say that guys solve this, then I should give 15 minutes. I can't ask you to solve in 4 minutes. Then I'm trying to kid. I'm expecting too much from you guys. In 4 minutes, somebody will put these 10 conditions and solve it. That is unreasonable expectation. So if I say solve, then I should give somewhere closer to 15 minutes, 15, 12, like that. But I don't have such bandwidth. 12, 15 minutes, I can't give it to you. Then when will I explain this? I will run out of my 1 hour time slot, right? Therefore, I will give a reflection time. What we do in the reflection time? In the reflection time, you kind of read through, you quickly scan through this information. While scanning through such long information, what you should scan for? You should scan for how do you start the understanding? How do you start this puzzle? Where are the elements? From where do I start? Should I start with first statement first? Should I start with last statement? These are important when there are 10 different statements. Where should I start? Take even this is an arrangement, seating arrangement. Where will you start? That's very important there, right? So that's the point there. Reflection time means figure out how you want to start this, because you don't have to go through every minor information. Read at appropriate speed, figure out what has been trying to be said there, and then check that where you want to start there. That's one. And then read questions quickly to understand what is author's expectation out of this. What is he trying to expect out of this, right? Something like that. A cursory look, you understand that, okay, I need to fill this Venn diagram to answer these particular questions. Fair enough. So that's a quick understanding there. You don't have to read meticulously. Then once you decided that, hey man, I will start from here, I will start somewhere here, no, I will start somewhere here, right? So once you decided to start, where are your statements to start? So then you try and draw the diagram and start there. That is what I mean by reflection time. You start somewhere there. Is your start correct or not? Then how I am trying to start. These are the things you kind of map and match and try to understand. Clear about the reflection time and solving time? I generally don't give solving time. Solving time is after my class. After my class, you sit and solve all the questions. Not these questions. You will have some study material. Go there and figure out the Venn diagram for 4 and start solving. Because if I say solving time and give 4 minutes, it looks unreasonable. It doesn't look nice. Because assuming that you only tell me same information, you tell me that from the other side. Sir, take 4 minutes and solve this. What I will solve in 4 minutes? How? Not possible. Right? Yeah. You read and then try to understand, try to represent the thoughts, get that game in your mind. That's fine in 4 minutes. All right. Yeah. And represent a little bit on the paper. That's the difference between reflection time and solving time. Okay, fair enough. So here I come. So here is the diagram. Let's try to fill this information. Okay, once you read this information, what do you get? Hey, a lot of numbers are here. If you want to start with numbers, it's here. A lot of general information is here on the top. Something it looks like. All right, a lot of general information, some general vague information is on the top, and a lot of specific information. That's what you're trying to say that. Okay, how you people want to start? You want to start on a specific note. You want to give some attention to the generic and then get on to the specific, which strategy is right. There is nothing right or wrong. First, after reading, somebody should understand that, hey, there are a lot of specific information here, right? So it is they're trying to say that 10 here. All right, what do you mean by specific? 10, 10, 25, all right, now 5, like this. There are a lot of numbers out there. All right, now therefore I said that, hey, when I was reading, so it's 55, all of this, you will find that, okay, there is a lot of specific information here. Hey, what about on the top? It looks more generic information here. On the top, it looks like more generic, right? So it is trying to say 50%. There is no actual number there. 50%, some QA, some RC, all that stuff is happening. Idea is what? Have an eye on the generic information. Just have an eye on the generic information and then try and work with the specific information, because specifics is what makes our life a little faster and better. Nevertheless, let me demonstrate this. Let's go ahead and let's try this. That's an idea. So idea will 100% work. There is nothing called 100% working, but most of the logical way of thinking would always yield in some result in the given time. Fair enough. Let's take a look. 100 people. So what they are trying to say is, if somebody likes a particular color, will they also like a particular subject? They are trying to associate something like this. Hey, what is the color? They are trying to figure out, which means if somebody likes the red color, will they be more prone to like RC? Will they be more reading kind of personality? If someone likes a blue color, will they be more like a quant person? Or will it be more like a quant person? If somebody like both the colors, will they be like kind of liking both of them? I don't know. Some study like that is trying to be done. So two colors they took, two subjects they took, one more of reading, one more of mathematical aptitude or quantitative aptitude, and they're trying to relate these two. Is there any correlation between the two? At the end of the study, they might realize that there is absolutely no correlation between the two. Fair enough. And these are the findings of that particular study. Okay, totally there were 100 students. Let me represent this data. Do it with me, everybody. All right, yeah, 100 students. Then some generic information here. Okay, what are the things out here? So we are looking for red and we are looking for blue. So I will represent this: one cylinder for red, one cylinder for blue, then one cylinder for RC, reading comprehension, and then another cylinder for quantitative ability. Fair enough. These are my 4 cylinders. Let me go to some generic information. Look, see why people resent Venn diagram for 4. I will tell you. These are long statements. Look at it, very long statements. Unless somebody is a good reader, it confuses them and they may not like them. Not many people like very long sentences. Remember that. And GMAT, a lot of people, a lot of Indian students don't do well on the GMAT. Why? GMAT verbal has long sentences. This is nothing. This is 2 lines, right? GMAT sentence, one sentence will have 4 lines. This is the end of one statement. One statement will end there. After that comes a full stop. And lot many people may not be able to comprehend it unless they are very good readers. That's a problem. That is the problem. GMAT verbal, GMAT quant, many of the Indians crack it. When it comes to verbal, because of some poor reading habits, it becomes very difficult for them. Fair enough. So CAT at least gives 50% of GMAT. They don't want to compete with GMAT verbal. Sometimes they chuck at 50% of GMAT verbal. That is it. And don't expect very short sentences. We are not small kids, right? Yeah. Expect even in CAT, in RCs also reasonably some longer sentences, because that tests our comprehension skills. Reading skills are different, comprehension skills are different. Everybody can read. Standard 5 onwards. Anybody studied in convent, all these things they can read. All it, even your RC they can read, but they can't comprehend. Comprehension capacities are different for different people. Reading capacities can be different. In a sense, reading everybody can read, right? But the comprehension capacity varies. Your comprehension capacity could be different. My comprehension capacity of a passage can be different, and somebody else's comprehension capacity can be different. This is what is important. Therefore, the subject is called as reading comprehension, right? The comprehension is the key. It's not just about the reading. Fair enough. Anyway, that's a different issue. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Tomorrow in the strategic session, I will help you. I will speak about how to improve the comprehension. Fair enough. Let's come here. All the students, let's come to the first statement. All the students, because generic statement, let me try and vaguely understand what are these generic statements all about. All the students who do not like any of the 2 colors, like QA. All right, let me stop you, because and is adding some other parameter there. All the students who do not like any of the 2 colors, who do not like any of the 2 colors. Look here, they like any of the 2 colors. They like a color, like a color, like a color, like a color, they like a color. All these fellows like a color. All these fellows, 12 cells, they like a color. Now, where are the students? All the students who do not like. Now, where are the students who do not like? They're here. I'm putting the stars. These are the students who do not like any color. These are the set of students who do not like any color. These are the set of students who do not like any color. These are the set of students who do not like any color. See, again, don't start with variables. Some people have a very bad habit of starting A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. No, guys, don't do that. Okay, today I'm going to talk something called as local variable. Local variable, all right, no, pseudo variables, in the sense they are there for some time and they will vanish, right? They will vanish. Can this be done in Venn diagram for 3 also? Yes. Instead of taking that in the Venn diagram for 3, I'm taking it in Venn diagram for 2, Venn diagram for 4. In Venn diagram for 3, what did we do? We directly filled it with the reasoning skills. We said that we don't need A, B, C, D variables unnecessarily. Sometimes it is necessary. Some pseudo variables are necessary. Pseudo means what? It is there and it is not there. Immediately it will vanish. These are called local variables or pseudo variables, whatever you call them. Don't create global variables A, B, C, D. That's nonsense. All right, never do that in Venn diagram. It's a logical study. Fair enough. Let's come back to this. Therefore, let's come back to this. Okay. So where is that? All right. So all students who do not like any 2 colors like QA. Meaning what? So these stars, these are the stars. These are the students who do not like any color. Who likes who like any at least one of the colors? I put the tick. Anybody who likes at least one of the colors, I put the tick. Who do not like any of the colors, I put the stars. Now they like QA. All right, they like QA means what? This is 0 because they like QA. It is because if you write here they like only RC. Okay, is there a QA in this? Yes. It is, there is a QA in this. Is there a QA in this? Yes. All right, now is there a QA in this star here? 0. That is the meaning of the first statement. First statement, they are trying to tell me that nobody likes only RC, and there is no student who does not like in the study. Out of 100 students, there is no one who said that I don't like any color, I don't like any subject. That is also not there. That is the meaning of the opening sentence. Give me a quick understanding that is clear to you. Is that clear to you? That's the meaning of first sentence when you read. So you represent it or not, that's a different issue. I'm just explaining what is the meaning of that statement. That's the meaning of that statement. That's the meaning of that first statement, first part of that statement. That's the opening sentence. Clear, everyone? He's trying to give me 2 zeros. Basically, in the opening sentence, he's trying to give me 2 zeros. There are 16 cells, out of which he's trying to tell me that 2 cells are 0. 2 cells are 0. Srishti, language, understand. I explained. How much you want me to explain then? Huh? Listen, all the students who do not like any of the 2 colors, where are they? All the students who do not like any of the 2 colors. Identify the cells. I told this in one of my DI lectures as well. Guys, when there are too many cells, not only here, identifying the cells is the concept I taught you in one of my DILR classics itself. because identifying cells is a very important property, right? It doesn't matter you are identifying cells in Venn diagram or you are identifying a cell in some other table. Doesn't matter. Identify the regions properly first. Okay, yeah. All students who do not like any of the two colors, which region? This region, this region, this region, and this region. These are the four cells. These are the four cells. Now don't write A, B, C, D. Therefore, A plus B plus C plus D. Nothing doing. Just write these are the four cells. What about this? They like QA. Call it they like QA, which means is there a QA in this? There is no QA in this. Therefore, it is out. Which means this is not what they are talking about. All students who do not like, they like QA for sure, which means they don't like RC alone. Hey, is there a QA in this? There is a QA in this. Along with QA, there is RC in this, but QA is there. Hey, is there a QA in this? Yes, QA is there in this. Is there a QA in this? No, QA is not there. So not there means what? These are zeros. Not there means what? These are zeros because they like QA. That is what they said. Along with QA, they are liking RC. I am okay. Is this clear now? Is this clear? Is this clear? Good. Right. That's the point there. That's the point. So technically, I am trying to say that author is trying to say that, look, by doing the first statement, I am telling you this is 0 and this is 0. Fair enough. Out of 16 cells, I'm happy that I just read one sentence. I'm happy 2 cells are finished, 14 more cells to be taken care of. Right? Yeah. That's how it is. You know the calculation in your mind. 16 cells in Venn diagram for 4. 2 cells are finished. Another 14 more cells to go. Yeah. Anyway, it's a long journey. It's a long journey. Next one. None. All the time continuing that statement. None of the students who like QA, none of the students who like QA but not RC. None of the students who like QA but not like RC like both the colors, right? None of the students who like QA. What do you mean by none of the students who like QA but not RC? Let's understand this. Let's understand this. Just a second. Where was that 0? Yeah. None of the students who like QA, or none of the students. Just a second. So is there a mistake in this statement? Let me check this. Just hang on. None who like QA like both the colors. Yeah. Okay. Leave this now. Okay, understand it like this. The students who like QA but not RC, listen to this, right? Listen to this. All right, it's a long sentence. That's a problem with these long sentences. Sometimes you may have to just hold on to understand the grammar behind this. Okay, students who like QA but not RC. Where are the students who like but not RC? Listen to this. Leave this none for the time being. Because in the grammar, all right, now the position of the words, sometimes long sentences, right? So therefore, I also need some time to figure out which one he's talking about quickly there. Okay, now listen to this. The students here, the students who like QA but not RC. Where are the students who like QA but not RC? These are the 4 fellows. Listen to this very carefully. I marked it in the start. These are the students who like QA but not RC. They don't like RC because these fellows like QA as well as RC. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in them. I put the stars. The students who like QA but not RC like the color. Who? None of them like both the colors. Now, which is that none referring to? None is referring to these fellows. None like both colors, which means out of these numbers, they don't like both colors. Now look at this, red and blue. This is both red and blue. This is QA with red. This is QA with blue. This is QA with no color. All it no color. But what is he saying? This none is now referring to this. None of them like both the colors. Who are these none fellows who like both the colors? None like both the colors. The fellows who like QA but not RC, which means author is trying to say this particular region is 0, which means there is no one who likes QA but does not like RC, and likes both the colors. There is no such character, which means there is no one who likes QA but does not like RC and likes both the subject. There is no one who likes both the subjects. That is the meaning of this particular one. Are you clear about this? Are you clear? Are you clear about this? This none is positioning here. None of them like both the colors. Who are these none? These none are the people, all right, who like QA, but they do not like RC. This cell is 0. Clear about this? Long sentences. This is what it does. All right, this is what technically Venn diagram for 4 is about. There will be long sentences. You need to position things properly there. You need to understand the grammar behind it properly. Otherwise, it may be a mess up. Yes, Mohit, you will get like this. This is what this is what makes Venn diagram for 4 lengthy. This is what makes lengthy. Good. All right. That is the meaning of the first sentence. That's the meaning of the first sentence there. Meaning of the first sentence is what? This is another zero. Three zeros so far. All right, first sentence is simply trying to give me some zeros. Other than that, nothing else they did. You may wonder, sir, should I have to start from here? Doesn't matter. You can start from here also. You can start from G also. I'm just telling you that, okay, what is the meaning of these long sentences? I said, hey, there are a couple of long sentences which makes this particular study. Look at that. These are the four ticks that I have put. Very long sentences. A is long, B is long, all that kind of F is long, right? Kind of H is long. These long sentences people misinterpret and they come back and say that they made a silly mistake. No, they actually made proper grammar error there, right? Proper grammar mistake is what has happened. Any which ways, let's continue this study. Let's continue this. Let's continue. Okay, so now let's go to one of the statements. Let's try and understand the total number of students who like both QA and RC is same as the total number of students who like red and blue. Listen, what is the meaning of this sentence? Meaning of this particular sentence is sum of this. These are the people who like both red and blue. All right, if this is X, these are the four stars. Four stars put together is X there. Right? I'm just talking about this. I'm just because it's a generic statement. When you read this, what you don't have to say anything, but you have to kind of understand. Okay, there is some information flowing there. You would have read. You would have read. Right? While reading, you will understand what is it trying to say. What is that he's trying to say? The total number of students who like QA and RC. Where are the guys of QA and RC? These are the guys red color. These are the guys with QA and RC. These are the people with QA and RC. Red color star. That line is called who like QA RC. The black color line. The black color line. All right, now black color line, both red and blue. Where is both red and blue? This black cells. These are the guys with black and blue. So what is it trying to say? They are same. So number of people are equal. It is same. I said that, okay, let this be, I call it, let the value of these black cells be X. Then the value of red cells also will be X. What is the meaning of this X? Four cells. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of these four cells is X. Similarly, what is the meaning of this particular X? Some of these four cells is X. Should I write A, B, C, D and write it as X there? No, you don't have to write A, B, C, D and write it as X there, right? You don't have to write A, B, C, D and write it as X there. Fair enough. Did it make sense? Second statement, you don't have to represent. At least keep that thought in your mind. What is the thought? Hey, this arrow, this line adds up to some number. Same number, this line adds up to. As simple as this. That is all. You got to keep it in mind. No big deal. All right, no big deal. You don't have to really represent it anywhere or something. Right? No, so I'm removing the stars. I'm just putting the X there. What do you mean by X? Just trying to symbolic, trying to say that this column adds up to X and this column adds up to X. One row adds up to X and the other one particular column adds up to X. What is that X? Absolutely no idea. That's a reading that you would have done. You don't have to mark and write A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Nothing doing. Just read it, understand it, mark it somewhere in your Venn diagram saying that, man, this is X, therefore this is X. Enough. So you know it. What is that X? This whole column is X. You know that. This whole particular column is X. You know that. All right. You don't need variables to write that. Fair enough. Let's go to the next one now. Let's go to the next one. Okay. So that is the whole stuff out there. Great. 50% leave this because it's not making sense. All the students who do not like any of the two subjects like red. Okay. So what is the meaning of this? D. Let's go to D. C will complete later. A analyzed, B analyzed. We'll come to C later. We'll come to C later because 50% will make sense provided we have some number in place at some point in time. So let's look at D. All the students who do not like any of the two subjects. Okay. All the students who do not like any of the two subjects means what? All right. Now, so here this number, this number, this number, and this number. I put the stars. These are the four regions where the people do not like any of the two subjects. Otherwise, all these fellows like at least one of the subjects. Yeah, put all these ticks. They like at least one of the subjects. Either RC they like or quant they like or both they like, whatever it is. So now he's very clearly saying that all the students who do not like any of the two subjects, they like red. They like red means what? He is now trying to tell me that this is another zero because there is a red here. There is along with red, blue is there. Along with this is only red here. There is only blue here, zero. Right? This star, outside star was already zero. I don't have to worry about it. Therefore, another zero he tried to give. Statement D, he is trying to give me another zero. This zero is clear, everybody. Out of 16 cells, so far we got 4 cells and all 4 are zeros. Did you get the meaning of this? Everyone clear about this? Quick, quick. So far it is good. So far it is good. That's the point. As you are trying to read it, already you are getting about 4 zeros there. Okay, let's go further. Let's go further. All right, let's go to statement T. The total number of students who like blue is same as that who like RC, and that is 55. All right, now, so which means the number of people who like blue is same as number of people who like RC. Each one of them is nothing but 55. All right, therefore blue 55. The how many people like blue color? 55 people. How many people like RC? 55 people. How many people like RCs? 55 people. All right, that is what we are kind of concluding at this point in time. Okay, let's go to the next sentence. Of the students who like both the subjects, those who like both the colors is same as those who like none of the colors, right? Of the students who like both the subjects. Okay, let's okay, before that, let me come to these numbers. As I said, there are some numbers. Now we will put the numbers, because had I been doing that, I will also put some numbers in place that will make life little easier. So what is this? 10 students like only QA and only blue. And means what? Two things together. So this sentence can also be written as only QA and blue. That is also okay. Only QA and blue. There are 10 students who like only QA and blue, which means two cells of two. This is the one of the regions of two. This is one of the regions of two. You may say that, sir, what is this another only doing here? Redundant. You may call it as a redundant error or whatever it is. So, okay, author has mentioned redundant. He said that only QA and only blue. Fair enough. So, if you take it as a redundancy error and proceed, it's okay. Some people make some small mistakes in grammar. Take it auto correction and proceed it. The best way to represent this thought could have been only one time you use only, and then you could have written it as QA and blue. Where is that QA and blue? It is here 10. I would have written this 10 here. That is the meaning. Keval, clear? This was one of your doubts. You had some problem with statement G because it was not going in accordance with complete 100% grammar. That is it. Yeah. That is it. That is it. All right. Now, two things. And is there. And is there. This is the more important word. And is there. And means what? Two characters, two characteristics. And is trying to say what? Little more. Hey, what is that little more? QA is one character. Blue is another character. Out of 4 characters, these 10 kids have these 2 characters. Only is trying to tell what? Only is trying to quantify, trying to say that no more and no less than these two particular 2 things, right? Not more than those 3 qualities. Therefore, you come back and put this 10 here. That's about G. All right, that's about G. All right, some grammar errors will always be found in the exam. So make them auto correction, except grammar questions, rest of the places. You might find small errors, auto correct and start reading them. Okay, H. 10 students like none of the 2 colors. 10 students like none of the 2 colors. Listen very, very carefully here. 10 students like none of the 2 colors. Where are these fellows? None of the 2 colors. These 2 regions is 10. These 2 regions is 10. This is 10. Listen very carefully. Now this is 10. Because none of the 2 colors means which are the cells. If you want the cells, I will show. These are the people who don't like none of the 2 colors. These are the people who do not like none of the 2 colors. These are the people who do not like none of the 2 colors. Outside is also none of the people who like 2 colors. Out of which I already have a 0 here and I already have a 0 here. Then what is this 10 trying to tell me? The 10 is trying to tell that therefore these 2 regions will be adding up to 10. I don't know the breakup, but these 2 regions together is 10. I will keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind or represent that on the paper. You don't need X and Y. You can put something like this and write it as 10. The 10 we will allocate all at which what piece should come here, what piece should come here. All right, we will see that technically it was 4 regions. The meaning of this 10 is a sum of 4 regions. Which are the 4 regions? This star is first region, second region, third region, fourth region. 4 regions together is 10, but out of which 2 of them were already zeros. Since 2 of them were already zeros, we got to just assign the 10 remain among the remaining 2 regions. All right, that's about the 10 story. Put a toggle like that, put a switch and say 10, then we will see that all right now where it should go and where it should not go. We will put that there. All right, yeah. When did we mark n is equal to 0? First statement, yeah. What you were doing, Mr. Cable? First statement. First statement only we marked n is equal to 0. In the first statement only we got these 2 zeros. I explained this so many times, right? Because in between Srishti or somebody also asked that doubt. I explained for her once again. 2 times I did that. Fair enough. All right. So there we go. There we go. Let's come to the next one. Of the total 25 students who like both the colors, 5 like none of the 2 subjects. Listen to this carefully. Of the 25 students who like both the colors. Now listen to this. So this is where interpretation errors also can happen. Of the 25 students who like both the colors. Now these are the fellows who like both the colors. I'm stopping here. Then I will add further to that. These are the stars I'm putting. These are the people who like both the colors. These are the people who like both the colors. Both the colors means that vertical column, right? They like both the colors. How many? 25. So value of X is 25. You said that they are same. So now I know that they are 25. Very good. Right, that is 25. So that is the meaning of this 25. Out of the total 25 students who like both the colors. Both the colors means those 4 stars. You may say that, sir, one of the stars is 0. Let it be. I first need to understand what is the meaning of the 25. That column is 25. In that column, out of this 25, it is still continuation of the same sentence. Out of this 25, 5 like none of the two subjects. 5 of them like none of the two subjects, which means I should write this 5 here, because these people like at least one of the subjects, these people like a subject, these people like a subject. 5 of them like none of the subject, which means they don't like RC, they don't like quant. Where I should write this number? I should write this number 5 here. Guys, statement I is clear to everyone? Is the statement I is clear to everyone? We identified the value of that column as 25, out of which 5 has to be shifted on the top. Of the 25, there is a 5 on the top. It's a pure language question. That's it. If you ask me, Venn diagram for 4 is more to do with the language skills. Oh, of course, you should know the pictorial diagram of Venn diagram for 4. You should know where are the regions, etc., etc. And you just have to toggle with the language after that. Right? Good. All right. All right. All right. All right, fine. Let's put another one. All right, J is done. So only couple of sentence closure is happening. Almost we came to the closure of the set. Closure. Okay, let's take a look at F now. F is left and we have J left. F is left, J left, and C is left. We will come to this. Okay, let me go to C because there is a number. You may wonder, sir, why C? So you may wonder that why C, because if number is there, it is always better. So I will go to C. So if I go to C, listen, guys, listen. RC is how much? To 25. Out of this, these green ones, I'm putting a tick. This green one. These 4 green ticks is 25. These 4 green ticks is 25. Okay. Then what about, all right, if the 4 green ticks is 25, what is the value of 4 black ticks? I'm putting these 4 colors in the black ticks. That has to be 30. Why? Because total is 55. 55 is made up of 8 cells. This is 8 cells. How many cells are there under that cylinder? RC cylinder. There are 8 cells in that RC cylinder. Out of these 8 cells, right? Out of these 8 cells, author has said that, hey, these 4 green ticks is 25. That is already known to us that 4 green ticks is 25. Then the point is, what about the 4 black ticks then? Because there are another 4 cells here. What should be the value of these 4 black ticks? It should be 30. All right, that's how you need to understand this, because what some people do is they look at this 55 and they will never try to break it. Break it, no. If one column out of this, if it has 2 columns here, if one column is 25, interpret another column is 30 there. Try to break that piece of information as much as you could. Right? Okay, that is broken. Now let's understand that. So what is that trying to tell me? Because C is connected. When I read the C, that is what it got connected with. Therefore, I said this. Okay, none of the students who like RC. Okay, we are under RC here. Of the students who like RC, good. RC, but not QA. But not QA means stay away from these cells. Stay away from these cells. Then stay within which cells? Only the black cells. Only the black cells. That is the meaning of the students who like RC, which means those black cells, and not QA. Fair enough. 50%. Half of them like both red and blue. Therefore, half of 30. What is half of 30, man? Half of 30 is 15. These 15 characters like red as well as blue, which means this is 15. This is 15. That is what author is trying to say, because you know that the whole column is 30. Right now, these are the people, this whole column 30, they are the people who like RC but not QA. That is what you meant by these 4 ticks. Out of this one, among these 30 people, author is saying 50% of them, 50% of them like both red and blue. So where is that both red and blue? This is the cell. What is 50% of 30, which becomes 15? Are you understanding this? Are you understanding how numbers are emerging out? You just have to understand them carefully. All right, if you can understand, read the numbers carefully, things will come out slowly, gradual. Because this 30 is important. If one column is 25, realize that another column is going to be 30. Same way out here. If this particular column is 25, then understand that this particular column is 30. Understand that the other column is going to be 30, right? This column, because total is 55. Out of 55, 25 is on one side. Therefore, the another column is going to be 30 on the other side. So have that kind of small breakups in your mind. All right, breakups in your mind. The big data, 55. Break that. If there is a column wise that can be dealt, break it into columns and check it out. All right, if that can help you further. Good. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's move further. Let's move further. So that concludes our statement C. So what is statement D trying to tell us? All students, that's already done, right? So all the statements are done. So we are left with only 2 statements to close this particular set. Let's do those 2 statements and close it. Okay. So what is the next one? Let's go to F or J, whatever. Let's read both of them and let's check what helps us. Of the students who like both the subjects, okay, of the students, which means here, of the students who like both the subjects, I'm putting the stars. Okay, let me use a different color. Of the students who like both the subjects, okay, star is okay. Of the students who like both the subjects, I'm doing statement F. All right. Of the students who like both the subjects, those who like both the colors, is same as those who like none of the colors. Those who, now listen to this. This is the breakup of this 25. A lot of people misunderstand this simple grammar stuff. Yeah, not you, not you. I've seen many in my lectures. Yeah. Out of this 25, first of all, I'm talking about this 25. Out of this 25, the people who like both the colors means this cell, this circle, let me put it as a box. This box is same as this box. This box, that is the meaning. Not none means outside. Some people, the moment they say none, they will straight away go outside. Don't go outside. He's not talking about outside. He's talking about only these kids. He's restricting our understanding. So here, of the students who like both the subjects, which means what? Those 4 stars out of 25 students. Of these 25 students, those who like both the colors, where are those who like both the colors? This box. Those who like both the colors is same as those who like none of the colors. Those who like none of the colors means the box above that. Among this 25, some people like both the colors, some people like none of the colors. These two box values are same. Therefore, the value of this box is also 5 because in this box there is already a 5. Are you clear about this statement, friends? Statement F is clear to everybody? Is the statement F clear to everyone? Is the statement F clear? Is the statement F clear? Okay, it may be redundant. Okay, Keval, it may be redundant. Author gave. And he can ask that question also. Was it a redundant statement? Maybe. Author gave that information. Yeah. That's right, Keval. That's like Srishti. That's right. It's a long statement. It's a long statement. So once we get into it, we realize all that. That's right. That's right. But I explained that statement. I explained it. Right? What is the meaning of that? What is horizontal overlap? Did I do vertical overlap? Both the, oh, I took both the colors. Is it? Okay, okay, okay. Fine, fine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. It is here. It is here. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this 5 you would have already got. Ah, he is explaining this 5. Ah, so I mistook the cells. I took the subjects here. I took the subjects here. Sorry, that's a color. That's a color. Subject is here. Subject is here. What horizontal? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Perfect. Yeah. Of the students who like both the subjects here. Of the students who like both the subjects, those who like both the colors. This box, I'm going with the purple color. This box is same as those who like none of the colors here. These two purple box. He is trying to tell me that this value is 5. He's trying to tell me this value is 5. Correction. Everybody made that correction in the mind because I took subjects here. That R and B, I took this as the subject. In a fit of doing that question, all it I took that as the subject. Subject is on the horizontal side. Perfect. Subject is on the horizontal side. Correction made. You got that 5? Quick folks, quickly respond. That correction made. That 5 is clear on this side. This 5 is clear here. RC and QA, that 5 is clear. Right, if that 5 is clear, then this will become another 5. Then this would become another 5 because we had a switch of 10. We had a switch of 10 between these two. We had a switch of 10. Right, we had a switch of 10 out of switch of 10. So 5 has gone up. 5 has gone up. Right, since 5 has gone up, another 5 has come out here. Perfect. All right, therefore that switch. All right, there was a switch of 10 between these two cells. The 5 has now gone up. All right, therefore another 5 has come down. Perfect. All right. So there we go. Let's go to one last statement. Let's go to one last statement. Last statement, conclusion statement. Yeah, of the students who like red but not blue. So where are they? Here. Of the students who like red but not blue. All right, these are the 4 cells. I'm talking here, this one. Of the students who like red but not blue, those who like QA is same as those who like RC. Those who like QA is same as those who like RC. And in this group, no one likes both the subjects. All right, this is 0. No one like both the subjects, which means I am under this red color. Of the students who like red but not blue, which means these 4 stars. Among these 4 stars, the number of people who like, number of people who like QA is same as those who like RC. And also in that particular group, there is no one who likes the subject, who likes both the subject. This is 0. Therefore, if this is X, then this is also going to be X. You may say that, sir, earlier you created some X here. I told you, right, pseudo variables. We created and we eliminated also once we got the 25. Therefore, I'm saying that, hey, this is another X. This number should be same as this particular number. Within this, these two numbers should match. All right, within this, these two numbers should match. Okay, folks, is this making sense? Is this making sense what I'm trying to say? Is this making sense what I'm trying to say so far? Is this good? Is this good? Is this good? So far it is good. Is this good so far? All followed? Right. Right. Okay. Now let's fill it. It's game over because everything is filled it. Now go to this column. All right. Now let's go to each column, one column at a time, and let's try and fill all right what can be possible. Look at this 25. Let's go here because now the task is over. Task is over. You just have to look at the diagram and as much as you can fill, try and fill as much as possible. We will try and fill. Go to this 25. Go focus on this 25. 0 is here. 5 is here on this 25. 5 is here on this 25. Another 5 is here on this 25, which means 10 is there. Therefore, this particular value is how much? 15. Therefore, this particular value is 15. Okay, just fill it just like a Sudoku now. So all the game is over. So now look at this 30. Look at this 30. This column adds up to 30. So out of 30, 0 is here, 15 is here, and another 0 is here, which means 25 is there. And therefore, what is the value of this? This becomes another 5. Just like a Sudoku, now you are trying to fill the game because all the statements are over. Towards the end, it is always easy to dovetail the things. Dovetailing is not a problem. Next, what? Next, take this 30. Just look at the stimulus everywhere. Try to look at the stimulus wherever there is only one variable left under that particular data. It's easy to find. Okay, look at this 30. In this 30, 0 is filled, 5 is filled, 15 is filled, which means 20 is filled. Therefore, what is the value of this particular x here? This particular x becomes 10. If this is 10, there is another x here with the same value. Therefore, this also would become 10. Therefore, this also would become 10. So that is 10. So by now, you know all the values. 15 cells are filled except one cell. By now, all 15 cells are filled except one particular cell. All data I'm removing now. So except one particular cell, all the 15 data has been filled. Right? 15 numbers are there except this particular cell, this star. This is the only star which is not filled. Everything else is filled. Add up all the numbers. Add up all the numbers and figure out how much more is left. Right? You will understand that what is that? 55, 60, 70, 80, 85. So another 15 more is left. Come back, plug this, and it is sorted. All right, so this is the kind of effort it takes. Now, if you look at this, did we create variables A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H? No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that in any Venn diagram for that matter. You don't have to necessarily do that. You can create local variables and kill with that particular local variables. Only local variables are required. I use sometimes X here, I used X here, I got it, okay, finished, over. Then I created some X here, some X here. If you want some Y there, you create whatever you want. Or let's create those local variables and kill that particular problem. What they test is our interpretation, how well we understand it, right? That interpretation is always tested. So therefore, try to create simply local variables or pseudo variables. In Venn diagrams, all we need is some local variable, or we call it as a pseudo variable, whichever way you call them, doesn't matter. Create something like that and finish the deal. That is how Venn diagram should be handled. And Venn diagram for 4, yes, get used to these long sentences. That's one of the reasons Venn diagram for 4 is treated as pretty lengthy. Of course, it will be lengthy because 16 cells. There is a difference between 8 cells and 16 cells. Venn diagram for 3, when you solve Venn diagram for 3, 8 cells. Naturally, the task is half. The moment it becomes Venn diagram for 4, it will become 16 cells. It was a 50% task. That's a reality. That's why I called it as lengthy. Look at the math. Look at the math involved there. Venn diagram for 3, 8 cells. You have to take care of 8 cells. Venn diagram for 4, you got to take care of 16 cells, which means the work is doubled. Technically, work is doubled. That's it. As simple as that. If the work is doubled, it is going to take time. Double the task is going to take time. Be mindful. You want to do it or not is your wish in the exam, but you be mindful. There is a lot of difference between Venn diagram for 3 versus Venn diagram for 4, because 8 cells to 16 cells, suddenly the work is getting doubled, right? Work is getting doubled. Tomorrow, we will do Venn diagram for 5, right? Maxima minima. We will maxima minima, Venn diagram for 5 or Venn diagram for 6. We will try that. We will try one set like that tomorrow. We will take up that kind of sets and we will try how the CAT set only we will take. We will take one of the CAT sets for Venn diagram for 5 kind of stuff at one particular level. But let's see, because we don't draw hereafter, because Venn diagram for 5 will have 2 raised to power 5 regions. That is 32 regions. 32 regions we can't draw on a 2D, right? We will not be drawing it on a 2D. So therefore, we'll say that we will how do we handle the maxima minima there? And they will ask only maxima minima in Venn diagram for 5, because we can't fix those particular cells, draw and fix those cells. Let's see how do we handle that tomorrow. Okay, any questions that you guys have put it out here? Put it out here. Hey, Saksham, good afternoon, man. Good afternoon. Lecture is over, Saksham. You are joining when it is over. You can rewind and I mean you can see it from the watch it from the beginning. Uh, Mohit, it depends. Mohit, it depends, right? Should you attempt or not? This kind of questions depends how difficult other questions are or how lengthy other questions are. It is relativity in the exam. What if other sets are even more trickier? In the sense, two sets which were doable, you did it, let's assume. Another three sets are left. There will be five sets. Two sets you did, they were fair to do. Another three sets are left. Out of three sets, this is what you feel is more familiar with. Others are much more, they are looking less familiar and they are also appearing tedious. Then you will do this. Do this as the third set. What you can do about it? Yeah. What you can do about it? That's what you will do. Right? Relativity, Mohit. Again, it's a relativity. Whether to do or not is a relativity. What are the other challenges I have in the test? Right? Based on that, you will check which battle is better to fight. All right? You have five battles in LRDI, five battles to fight. You may not be able to fight all five battles, but it's a relative. Which battle, if I fight, I will get more benefited. Right? Some battles are designed to be doomed. Right? You take that particular set, you will only doom. Already you are designed to doom. We will not take such sets simple as that. Right? It should be somewhere about 10 minutes, Gaurav. Should be somewhere about 10 minutes, plus or minus. Again, as I said, your interpretations and your familiarity, how well you have done it, right? Okay, all right. Fair enough. So, any comments here? Put it in the chat if you guys have any comments. Okay, these are the questions. So, take a screenshot. Please answer them. That should not be a problem. Answering questions should not be an issue. I don't think so. Yeah. So here are the lectures for tomorrow. Tonight, already there is no 10 p.m. lecture. No 10 p.m. lecture tonight on quant. No 10 p.m. lecture tonight on quant. No lecture. So instead, already now tomorrow we'll be having a lecture as usual at 2 p.m. So again, maxima minima, but at a different level. We'll kind of open up to the Venn diagram for 5 or things like that, which came in CAT. So we will take up those Venn diagram for 5 kind of set in CAT and we'll try and see how we can work with that. All right, work with that. That's what we'll do. And tomorrow night, yes, we'll meet at 10 p.m. and we will continue with our remainder study from numbers. And day after tomorrow, 10:30, I will be speaking a little bit about RC, especially if you are struggling with your comprehension, how you can improvise your accuracy, etc. I will share some of the things that I have learned in the past and I've tested and tried with a lot of other students who struggled in the RC, especially. I will share that part. I will share that part. VI may not be able to. VI will not take. Yeah, I will talk about that also. Let's see how much time is available. And this is the kind of a schedule for the next 2 days. Yeah. We started off with algebra. We did about 3 lectures. And all 3 lectures we did it on the Unacademy app. We did on the app. And we'll again come back and do this on Monday. Monday we will start again. We'll go to Monday and continue our algebra study on the app on Monday. If somebody has not downloaded the app, go download the app. It may ask for a referral code while you are trying to download. You can use the referral code Belvi100 and you can download that app. Guys, those who attended, are you getting the lecture notes after that? Those who attended on the app, are you guys are getting the lecture notes? Lecture notes is made available after the lecture. Algebra, is it made available? Okay, great, very good. Yeah, perfect. Nice. Okay, so if you like what we are discussing, the content and the style, and if it is helping you, put the like button before you leave. Always put the like button. You can also share with your friends or somebody, you can share it with them. Let them also get benefited. Let them also join with us and we can continue this particular journey together. Right, these are some of the new batches. Oh, this is an old batch. The new batches are launching on 11th. Right, the new batches are launching on 11th September. I think PPT is not updated. Yeah, 11th September. There are some 3 new batches, one for CAT 21 and there are 2 batches for CAT 22. Please take a look at that, and if something suits you, I'll let know. Go ahead and try to work with those particular batches. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. Any questions, you can project it here. Any questions, you can let me know. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Keval. Yeah, that's right. That's right. If it is not each of X, only X and only X, and if there is no word each coming in that sentence, then take it as together. Otherwise, it may be referring to each of those regions. Each, any, every. If that word is not there in that sentence along with this, then take it as together. Okay? Solving questions, yes. Yes, Sonakshi, that is from Plus I'm launching next to next Monday. Yeah, yeah. After that there will be regular course, continuous course I will take on Plus. Yeah. After that it will be regular course on Plus. So I'm held up in some assignment till 18th, right? Till 18th, and 19th seems to be Sunday. Therefore 20th is a Monday. Just take a look at the calendar. I guess 20th is Monday. That's the batch I will be launching. So much. 20th onwards I'll be regular, almost regular till the end or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Because I don't see the next 2 3 months. Next 2 3 months is fine. So I'll be taking regularly till then. That answers your question. Yeah. Great. Somebody logged in as anonymous and conveying some message. Thank you. Great. Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right, guys. That brings to the end of this particular lecture. So let's meet again tomorrow at 2 in the afternoon. Stay blessed. Bye till then. May God bless you abundantly. Start putting your efforts. Your efforts will definitely be blessed. Bye bye.